Blessings and welcome to the Power of Prayer. My name is Daniel Roqueo, and as always, I'm deeply grateful that you're choosing to join me, that you're choosing to tune in, that you're choosing to participate in the growth, in the unfoldment, and the expansion of your soul. I'm deeply grateful that you're saying yes, for your willingness to forever allow for greater and grander expressions of who and what you are to emerge, for your willingness to raise your vibration and expand your consciousness. At this time, through the power of prayer. Now, prayer obviously is not about asking or begging or pleading God to give us anything, but prayer is merely us fine-tuning ourselves to know and feel that which is true, that which is real. So it is about us going to work within our consciousness to vibrationally align ourselves, to expand our consciousness, to raise our vibration to the level of that which already is, thus allowing it to come forth into our experience, to flow into our experience. And so the theme for this particular prayer is surrendering to the flow of life. And this has all something to do with us surrendering, or actually releasing and letting go of our attachments to particular outcomes or end results, or what we think should and should not be, or what we think things should look like or need to look like or want them to look like. But surrendering, leaning into, trusting, knowing, feeling that whatever is meant to be, is as it is supposed to be, by divine design, always divine right action, always divine right timing, always. And so in this moment I invite you to make yourself comfortable. I invite you to close your eyes, and I invite you to bring a smile to your face. And while you smile, I invite you to gently tap between your eyebrows to activate that divine eye, the first eye. And while you tap, I invite you to join me in setting an intention for this prayer moment. And the intention is for us to wake up. As simple as that. For us to wake up. Wake up to whom what God is. Wake up to whom what we are. To wake up to whom what reality is. Wake up to whom what the truth is. And we can release the tapping. And so in this moment, even before we move into gratitude, how grateful I am. My God. How grateful I am for life. How grateful I am for the flow of life, for the ease and grace that is here in the nowness of this moment. How grateful I am for the peace that is here in the nowness of this moment, the love that is here in the nowness of this moment, and the joy that is here in the nowness of this moment, and the abundance and the prosperity and the wholeness and the harmony and the beauty and the excellence and the infinite possibilities that are here in the nowness of this moment. And how grateful I am for you, for your willingness, for your yes to be here. To invest in raising your vibration, to invest in expanding your consciousness, to invest in being and becoming an even greater conscious co-creator of your life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. From this space of gratitude, I know and I feel the allness and the goodness and the eternality of spirit, of the divine matrix, of the unified field. That these, which are only different names of the same presence, the same intelligence, the same loving presence or intelligence, these are all there is. There is nothing outside of spirit. There's nothing but God. No other power, no other presence, no other space, no other being. There is only God, there is only spirit. Eternally seeking to express itself in ever greater and grander ways in, as, and through every single being, every single object, every single space and place in all of creation. And so all of the infinite love, all of the infinite peace, all of the infinite joy and harmony and wholeness, they are all fully present, because God cannot ever compromise itself, cannot ever go against itself, cannot ever diminish itself, but always being fully and freely present everywhere. And as God is all there is, it means that right where you are, God is you, a holographic image of spirit, a unique and perfect emanation of the divine matrix, the unified field expressing itself in, as, and through you in a beautiful, magnificent, and powerful way, in an ever expanding way. And as life always seeks to come into ever greater and grander expression, that is why everything happens. Every single condition, every single circumstance, every single challenge, every single experience that we have as their common highest purpose for us to grow, unfold, expand. And so in this moment, I'm calling forth a surrender within you to give life permission, to give the flow of life permission to be, to guide, to lead, to move you. And so in this moment, that which up until now has hindered or blocked or obscured or kept you from surrendering, these are all now dissolved. All of the fear, all of the worry, all of the doubt, all of the sense to control, to have it your way, they are now dissolving. They are no more. They are being transmuted. Right where you are, truly all is well. Right where you are, something wonderful is happening. Right where you are, everything is working for the highest good, and not only in this moment, but in every single moment. In every single moment. Every single moment of every single day, every single moment of every single week, every single moment of every single month, every single moment of every single year, every single moment of your life. All is well. Something wonderful is happening. Everything is working for the highest good. I know it and I absolutely know it and I absolutely feel it. That this is the truth for you. This is the truth where you are. Because God and you are one. Spirit and you are one. And there's not 1 ounce of maliciousness within spirit. There is not 1 ounce of ill will in God. God is never, ever denying you anything. Denying itself anything. As you and God are one. But God is eternally sourcing and fueling itself, guiding and leading and moving itself, sustaining and maintaining itself, which means that you are eternally sourced, fueled and funded, sustained, maintained, guided and moved and led. And so in this moment, all of your resistance to things not being the way you want them to be, or to things not being what you think they should be, all of that resistance is now dissolving. In this moment, a wonderful sense of embracing and allowing everything to be as it is, while knowing and feeling that everything is good as it is. that everything's working for you as it is. This is what's happening now. This is what's happening now. Oh, something truly wonderful is happening right now. Healing is happening now. Healing is happening now. Such peace is flowing into your experience. Such peace is emerging from within you now. Such wholeness is emerging from within you now. Such harmony is emerging from within you now. Your false need to control, your false need to figure out, your false need to determine, to dictate, to manipulate things to be as you want them to be, it is now dissolving. It is now dissolving. In this moment, you're surrendering, you're leaning into the benevolence of God, of the divine matrix, of the unified field, of the loving intelligence that is all of creation. Just like the apple seed and the apple tree has no attachment to whatever form it needs to take in order to be happy, or how many branches it needs to have in order to be in peace, or how many apples and how large the apples need to be for the tree to be in harmony and wholeness. Just as that, just like that, in this moment you're releasing, you're letting go of all attachments to anything being in any kind of way, any kind of shape, any kind of form for you to be in any particular way. But peace is right where you are, regardless of conditions. Love is right where you are, regardless of circumstances. Wholeness and harmony are right where you are, regardless of other individuals and their doings or not doings. Abundance, prosperity is right where you are, regardless of everything and anything. And in this moment, you're setting it all free. In this moment, you're setting yourself free. Oh, I claim this freedom for you. I claim this surrender for you. And I know and I feel and I sense and I see such a high level of surrender within you. As you're letting go of the small and the limited, as you're letting go of that which no longer serves you, you set yourself free to soar. As you release and let go of your tendency to demand things to be in a certain way, people to be in a certain way, conditions to be in a certain way. As you release and let that go, there's only peace left. There's only wholeness left. There's only joy left. There's only harmony left. There's only abundance left. You're now going with the flow of life. You're now flowing with the go of life, trusting, knowing, and feeling that wherever life flows you, trusting, knowing, and feeling that life will guide and lead and move you in a powerful and magnificent way beyond anything that you have ever imagined, beyond anything that you've ever experienced, as life / God / the divine matrix / the unified field is eternally seeking to come into ever greater and grander expressions in, as, and through you. So everything is for you. Everything is working for your good. Everything is working for the highest good. This is what you're surrendering to. This is what you are surrendering to. Benevolence. Fundamental goodness. This is what you're surrendering to. In this moment, I feel your willingness to surrender. And I call forth a magnitude, an amplified willingness. You thought you were willing before, but my God, just wait until you feel the willingness that is now rising up from within you. Just wait. It's gonna blow your mind. Your willingness to surrender, your willingness to say, thy will be done. Your willingness to say, I will the will of God to be done in my life. I will the will of life to be done in my life. I will the will of the divine matrix to be done in my life. I will the will of the unified field to be done in my life. I will the will of the loving intelligence, this loving presence, to be done in my life. This willingness will take you beyond anything that you've ever imagined. And it is happening now. It is happening now. It is happening now. In this very moment. In this very moment. This is not a future thing. This is a now thing. It is happening now. 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 I know it and I feel it. I accept it and I give thanks for it. I allow it to be. Releasing this word, knowing and feeling that in the mind of God, this is already done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's not gonna happen. It has happened and it is happening. It is now demonstrating itself here. It's happened in the mind of God, and the manifestation, the demonstration is now happening here. In this moment in your life. So it is, so be it, so shall it be. Amen, Amen, Ashe, Aho, Hotep, Shalom, Salam, and Hallelujah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being a conscious participant in your own unfolding, in your own awakening. Until the next time, I bless your day, and I bless your way. Namaste.